Okay, now we're going to create a new course and we're going to experiment with the different attachment types in action text. So let's have a title. Let's have an avatar. And in the description, we will put a few different file types. It's going to be a video, it's going to be an image, a PDF, a text file, and a Word document file. Let's upload them. We'll put something in the short description. Now everything is uploaded. We are pressing create. And the course is created. And we see that we can preview only the image. And as well, you see, we have the file names, the formats, and the size of each file that we attached. If we go to edit, we can also see it in the same format. Now, these attachments are called active storage blobs. So basically, each attachment in a Rails application that uses action storage, the information about it is kept in this active storage blobs table. And here we have the key, the file name, the content type, byte size, whatever. And when we create active storage attachments, automatically there is a new view created in active storage blobs blob. So blob is basically the view and the preview of each attachment that we have in our application. So we have it in ERB. First of all, we're going to turn it into HAML format and work on it. So it will be .haml. We're going to turn it into HAML. Okay, it's turned. And now let's see what we have in this file. So a figure is basically this whole thing. So this is a figure, this is a figure, and we see that if the blob is representable, meaning that we can preview something. If we have the needed libraries installed to preview the file or the image, then we're going to see a caption of this image or file or whatever. Otherwise, we are just going to see the file name. So here it is, blob file name, then number to human size, blob byte size. So here is the byte size. Okay, and what if we want to make some functionality so that we can preview or download files that cannot be viewed? For example, we don't want to open Word document files inside of our rich text area. We don't want to preview PDFs inside of our rich text area. We want to let the users download them. So for this, we are going to create a couple of links. So going through the active storage documentation, you will find that you can have such a link to Rails blob path, and it will be the current blob that we have open. Let's see how it would look. So you see we have two paths to each attachment that we have. So for example, we have the last Word document, or let's say even the PDF. So here are two links to the PDF. The first link will open us this PDF document in our browser. And the second one would let us download the PDF. Same with document and same with all the other files. So the first link is to preview inside the browser, and the second is to download as an attachment. Now, let's say we want to download all these files that we cannot preview as attachments. We would add these links here. You see that we already don't have such a link visible really well, because it's inside this container. Now this container is this fig caption, attachment caption. And to make it a bit more beautiful, first of all, we're going to remove this so the download button is going to be only a preview button, so a bit cleaner, and we're going to make a font awesome style. So we would have a link to Rails blob path, then we will hit do, and font awesome, download. Let's see if there is such an item. Yes. And now next to each attachment, we have this link to download. So this is not pressable, but when we press here, we will be prompted to preview or to download. You see, I'm opening a PDF, and then I can download or preview whatever I want. And if it's a Word document that I cannot preview in my browser, I will be automatically prompted to open with Word or to save this file. Now let's see how it looks in the edit action. So when editing, we also have this button to download. That's fine. Then we can delete whatever. We can write text between them. We can have them on different lines. We can, let's say, put them into something like a list. Updating. So you see that you can style it any way you want. Now we're going to think, what if we don't want to permit any attachments? So for this, we're going to create some new JavaScript lines. We're going to our JavaScripts. And here we are going to create a new file that we would name tricks editor overrides.js. So here we would do any additional things with tricks editor, changes that we would like. And to make it work, we should also import it into our JavaScript. So here we're going to put an import tricks editor overrides. We'll switch our server off. And now what do we actually want to override? So to blacklist all the file attachments, we can use such a piece of code. Now let's try to see if it works. So Rails server. And the work should look like this, that whenever we add an attachment, it will be prompted that the file attachment is not supported. So let's refresh. Now, is our server started? Okay, so it was compiling the JavaScript that we just added. And now let's try adding one more attachment. So I'll take this image once again, and you see file attachment not supported. So if we have this kind of override in our tricks editor, it would mean that basically we can use the rich text editing features, but we cannot use the attach file functionality. Now, for example, what if we want to whitelist only adding images to our rich text editor? So we would have something like this. So the separate file types would be image JPEG or image PNG, for example. Now let's blacklist what we had before. We'll comment it. Okay, and let's try now. So I'll go and take another course. Here we have our description, and I'll try adding, let's say, a picture. It works. And if we try adding, let's say, a PDF, you see, it gives us this error. So it works. We managed to permit only images for our rich text editor. And we can do something similar with file size. So you see, the maximum file size would be 1 megabyte, and it would give us the error that under 1 megabyte. Now we are going to comment all these. We are not going to use them right away. So that's it for this lesson. Here we understood how this blob works. So we added a link to download the blob so that we can download any kind of attachment that we have, except for the ones that are previewable if we want. And we understood how to override the defaults with the tricks rich text editor.